Hi, welcome back. This is A from High Fives. Oops, High Vibes Tarot. Let's just get. They want to go out. Okay. This is A from High Vibes Tarot. This is your daily 3-card spread, past, present, and future. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps tomorrow's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Welcome back if this is not your first time, and thank you for being here. I hope you would enjoy this reading. Continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. 2 more oracle guidance cards. One is affirmation, and the other one I think I would be using Work Your Light Oracle deck. I also do zodiac love readings, which I would link as a playlist at the end of this video, so please feel free to check it out. I intend to create more readings per month. I'm just in the transition of moving houses, so please subscribe if you would want to be updated with more readings such as this, or to be updated with new readings. Current energy, 4 of Pentacles. Somebody is stingy, or somebody is not really stingy, but more of, perhaps in this pandemic, you have realized the value of money, the value of investment, the value of savings, and the value of having that financial stability. If you are not in the journey of working on that, I strongly am getting that you are very conservative. Being conservative in terms of investments, in terms of money, and in terms of putting your money somewhere, or not spending too much as you used to. In the past, you have been trapped. There was a truth that you don't want to see, perhaps, or you felt so trapped, and that could be related to what I was saying about the pandemic. Perhaps you have you just can't move without money. You realize that, I'm not saying that you really can't move without money. What I'm just saying is that in emergency, you don't have an emergency fund, and you just can't move. You just can't, it's just called claustrophobic. Not having enough savings, not really not having enough money, but more of not having enough savings where you can spend it on emergency purposes, or on necessities like faster internet connection. Okay, you could be working from home and you could be struggling with that, and you just can't upgrade your plan, and you think perhaps you would have to spend more just to get more, and that sucks. But right now you are being that conservative, or keeping your money and taking care of it better than before. Not really stingy, but more of learning to be a better financial manager of your personal income. And just be mindful that one trick that my meditation teachers have taught me, if you would want to feel abundant and you would want to be abundant, one is you express gratitude to the money you spend, express gratitude to the money you receive. And it's like a fruit in the tree. You have to pick it. Once you cultivate the seeds, or take care of it, just like money, you have to pick it, you have to use it, and you have to give more so that it would return. And once you give, you express your gratitude for it. You don't have to just keep it forever, you have to use it. And that is connected to what I was about to say. In your future position, the Lover's card in reverse, the Lover's card generally is all about choices. I strongly am picking up on, you would return to this person, Look at her. She is blindfolded. And while in the past, there are external forces that makes you feel trapped, I strongly am picking up on in the future, you run the risk of making that trap to your own self. And perhaps you would put that blindfold on, or perhaps you wouldn't see the reality of the situation, or refuse to see the reality of the situation. And it may have something to do with your finances. Perhaps you are just being too tight on money, to a point that you are being too cheap on yourself, and you don't want to spend anymore on things that matter, like self-care, like sanity sanity break, like retail therapy. I'm not saying that you would have to shop to be more abundant. What I am saying is that if you feel like, and you know that you would be happy, or you would take care of yourself, or you would strike that balance when you spend that money, then go spend it. Just know that the universe is abundant, and you will never run out of money. The more you think that you have no money, then those are money blocks. That is a mindset of a money block. And the more you think of it that you can't and you will not receive, the more that you attract that energy that you wouldn't receive. Just please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If this unsolicited advice doesn't ring a bell to you, then so be it. I understand and I respect that. This is just a heads up, because in the future you run the risk of just keeping everything to yourself, because you have learned that the pandemic sucks, and that you can't move, and that you can't breathe, literally and figuratively. So you run the risk of just not thinking of doing things. Perhaps your friend or family member says that, hey, you would have to invest on this, or perhaps it's best that you buy yourself a car, so you would not be exhausted, and you will not be anxious in your commute. You will not be anxious about blah 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 blah. And perhaps it's about time to weigh on that. This card speaks that you would turn that blindfold on, or you wouldn't give a budge, or not even listen, or try to consider. I'm strongly picking up on, you wouldn't want to consider suggestions by people whom you care about. Okay, let us get the universe's advice for you. Okay. See? The universe's advice for you is, if you have learned your lesson in the past, make sure that you are not changing who you are for whatever lesson that was or that is. If you have learned that you have to take care of your money, just don't be that extreme, and not really giving yourself not spending on yourself, or not investing on yourself. You run the risk also of, because of that past lesson, you run the risk of losing, or brushing off the gentleness of your soul for your lesson, for that lesson. Be mindful that you are subjugating the gentleness of your soul for the benefit of whatever it is that you have learned in the past. And perhaps, for example, you have been married, or you are in a long-term partnership, and you learned that you shouldn't give more, you should have received more. And right now in the future, and you are working on not really giving a cent, or not really giving a part of yourself to people. Perhaps you have built your walls too high, to a point that you have forgotten that you are a very social person, or you are a very extroverted kind of individual. So the Chariot is all about fast movement. Perhaps fast movement and polarity. Perhaps what the universe also wants you to know is to strike that balance if it need be. If you don't, if you have an extra income, why not spend it on your self-care, or why not buy yourself something nice or something fancy? So if you have learned your lesson, or you feel hurt that people are perhaps abusing your generosity, you don't have to be not generous or not give. What you have to do, or if you want to, is to just strike that balance. If you have given right now, you give yourself a pat in the back and say thank you for that experience and move forward. It doesn't have to be that, okay, I gave somebody this today, or I spent time with someone today, he or she should spend time with me tomorrow. It's not like that. Don't count it. Yeah. And just whatever your heart feels to do, just do it. And as I've mentioned, don't forget the gentleness of your soul, because I feel like you have that gentleness in you, and perhaps you have been hardened by the past mistakes, or hardened by the past situations. You don't have to be that stiff. Just like strike that balance. And so there, the continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. More readings in the description box below. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you for being here. And I also do Zodiac Love Oracle readings, which you will see in the playlist in the description box below. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye bye.